Hello, hello, hello there everyone. Alex here with Lucksack Games, here for a modern preliminary with Tron. We did win the die roll, so we will be on the play. And this hand's a mulligan. Too many big things. This hand is better than good. It's great. Alright, so I'm actually going to ditch the Ugin. If we're against a control deck, I kind of want to be able to cast Ulamog. Map on one, go ahead, opponent. Shout out to the newest member of the Lucksack Legion, and Ricardo Mendito. Thank you so much for joining us here. If you want to have your name potentially featured in a video, be our latest subscriber over on YouTube. Tower off the top. Let's go. And we're going to get ready to crack this map. I don't see a reason to do it now. Excited. It looks like we are against some kind of a control deck. So of note, keeping the Ulamog, real great. Oh good, it's snow. Oh good, it's snow. So we should be able to Karn Stone Rain them on 2 and then take them off their, 3. And take them off their permanents on 4. Alright, let's grab a mine. Power plant, tower, mine. The trifecta. Alright, drawing another map that doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and slam this Karn on the table. See if they have Force of Negation. If they do, we'll just Ulamog them next turn. They do not. Alright, well, go ahead and attack my Karn opponent. Currently, they cannot kill Karn, so they will have to play another spell in order to get there. We take blue away there of note so that we can, they have more spells that are blue and can add another permanent type to the graveyard. Like Prismatic Vista doesn't add it, but it will get them a blue source. Ooh, or red source. They have a bolt. They do have a bolt. Alright. Who loves taking away lands? We've already taken away one of our opponent's lands, but you know what? I'm in for taking away all of my opponent's lands. Trigger. No more lands for you, opponent. Alright, sweet. Sweet! Got the first game. Alright, so our opponent is playing probably 4-color snow. Snow. So that's an excellent matchup for us. Is there anything we want to change? Probably cut some number of Worm Coil since they have Oko. It makes Worm Coil kind of awkward. Go ahead and bring in an Oblivion Stone. Kind of want to leave Needle on the board to have access to it. They're going to have Assassin's Trophy and such. And just bring in Thragtusk since we're more likely to be taken off Tron. I'm going to go ahead and cut the Worm Coils for Thragtusks. Let's try it like that. Ideally, we just have another net draw that Tron's on 3. With the new mulligan rule, Troning on 3 has never been easier. Please let me know additionally if you're out there watching if you prefer to see my mouse cursor or if you prefer I hide it. I'm going to go ahead and keep this since it has a lot of threats. I'm kind of leaning pretty heavily on this Once Upon a Time, but it can grab us most things. Alright, tower's fine. So we will be using the tower to play the expedition map. Of note, always play the Tron piece that your opponent already knows about. Otherwise, you're giving them free information. And yes, while it's hilarious to sometimes play the mine in order to play the map, in order to say, hey, yo, don't worry about it, I've already got it. Alright, opponent fetch Stomping Ground on 1. That's interesting. Goose, sure. Sure. Maybe they're Temur Oko. Could be Temur Oko. If so, they're about to turn my map into an elk. That would be hilarious, honestly. Yep. Does this map look like an elk to you? Astrolabe. Yep, not getting elked this turn. Sweet. Sweet. Only got to dodge for one turn. Oh, is it going to get shattered? What's this? Tarmogoyf? Oh, Wrenn and 6. Yeah, that's fine. Wrenn and 6 without Ghost Quarter, not that terrifying. Forest is fine. Let's go ahead and pass the turn. I'm not worried about a Stifle effect, and if it's like an Ashiok that they cast, we can map in response to that. We do already have our 8th land, or 8th mana source in order to cast an Ugin, or activate an Oblivion Stone in the same turn, so we're probably going to go for Karn plus Graviding. Yeah, I mean, that's a Blood Moon. That's fine. Blood Moon resolves opponent. Sure. Makes our fetch line a little bit worse. We're still absolutely going to crack this and get our last Tron piece, which is Power Plant. One Power Plant, please. Unfortunately, the opponent can still Oko. But I think the plan here is O-Stone this turn, pass the turn. If they elk it, which there's a good chance that they will, we'll go a little bit more offensively and play our Karn into Thragtusk and start beating them down. Because we'll have a 3-3. Alright, plus on nothing looks pretty good for us so far. Another Astrolabe maybe? Yep. Of note, Karn also shuts down Astrolabes. Also of note, since the opponent... Alright, Teferi. That's frustrating, but not unbeatable by any means. I was going to say, if they bounce the O-Stone this turn, we just get to recast it. They should have bounced it next turn. Alright. So we get to start with Ancient Stirrings. We could also turn off their Astrolabes with this Karn, but I think Ancient Stirrings into a second Oblivion Stone is pretty good. Alright, let's put our Oblivion Stone on the battlefield. Alright, next turn we'll just go land, pass, and then blow up their board. We blow up their board during their upkeep of note, because we don't want Wrenn to ultimate, obviously. Even though there's not really anything in the graveyard, maybe we don't actually care. Sure. If they pass to our turn with its O-Stone intact, which it doesn't look like they're going to. Yeah, they're going to bounce it again. Sure. So it looks like we won't be able to stop this Wrenn from ultimating, but that's fine. I don't think we want to play Thragtusk here. I think our plan is to, once upon a time, see if we can grab another land. Just keep the lands going. Power plant's fine. And then play O-Stone. Pass the turn and ask our opponent if they have another Teferi. Do you have another Teferi opponent? Alright, opponent makes a food. Ultimates their Wrenn and 6. Alright, opponent. Now, what's the spell that you actually have to cast with your new emblem? It's shiny and new. Alright, cool. I think we just, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 mana. We could blow it and then play another O-Stone, but that doesn't seem all that amazing. I think we're just going to pass the turn here. We're going to manually pass the turn because if they happen to have like a brazen bar or something, we still do want to crack the soapstone. Even though the opponent looks like they may have restricted themselves pretty heavily on colors as well with this Blood Moon. Yep. Opponent's eating their food. That's fine. Getting the permanents off the battlefield before O-Stone pops makes sense. Taking 3 from Bolt doesn't really matter. We have 3 Thrag Tusks in hand. Alright, opponent, what do you have? If this Teferi was at 3, yeah, that's fine. So they have Lightning Bolt plus Red and 6 emblem as their win condition. Alright, let's blow the stone. Boom. Do you have Stifle, opponent? Nope. Alright. Our turn. Let's see what we do. So we can go for the Lattice Lock. That seems pretty unlikely with Ren and 6 emblem. You can just jam a couple Thrag Tusks. That seems pretty good. Alternatively, we could also just Karn for like Trinisphere, so then the opponent is limited on how many spells they can cast for a turn. I think I like that option the most. Yeah, that's also fine. Let's go ahead and cycle this Chromatic Sphere since it's basically free. Here's where we're going to slam a Thrag Tusk. Draw a card, Thrag Tusk. Alright, opponent. We're going to gain 5 life. Go ahead. Alright, second Disdainful Stroke. That's fine. Sure. Cycling the land for the Disdainful Stroke is still fine for us. We have a lot of things in hand, and they have to have a lot of lands to beat that. And them playing a land there means that they have 1 less Disdainful Stroke. Ah, Ren and 6. That's fine. Alright, so let's cast the Stirrings here. Grab an Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. Any order on those. Let's go ahead and 10 mana, cast Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger, and get some triggers in here. Take away their Ulamog, take away their Stomping Ground. Oh, sorry, they're Red and 6. We're casting the Ulamog. So the opponent's obviously going to counter it with Disdainful Stroke. That's fine. Interesting, they grab a white source there. Double white source, sure. I'm guessing so they can still cast Teferi. Must have been their draw step. Goose, yep. Alright, so we can just double Thrag Tusk here. And that seems pretty decent. Thrag Tusk? Stroke. Alright, let's see if they have yet another land. Another Thrag Tusk? They do. Sweet. Real glad we sequenced it this way then, because it looks like we have a good chance of letting this Ugin resolve. Which, if Ugin resolves, bolting this bird, we should be pretty far ahead. Even if they have bolts on Retrace, it's going to take a lot of bolts to kill an Ugin. Hey, Karn. Karn's a pretty good one. Start with Karn. Because I think we want Ugin to resolve more than Karn. Alright, opponent flashes back to Disdainful Stroke. Yep. Here's an Oblivion Stone on the battlefield, and pass the turn. Ooh, opponent has counterspell for this too. Or are they just making a food? Yeah, alright, just make your food. That's fine. So now the opponent's probably going to eat both these foods. Alright, let's go ahead and play out this star, crack it for a green, see if we draw into anything. Another Ulamog would be pretty sweet, for example. Sanctum of Ugin. Forest is fine. Let's see. We do this. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and blow the O Stone here, even though it only gets rid of their goose and 2 foods. Yep. And just commit another O Stone here. Actually, I'm probably playing both those stones. Yeah, definitely both those stones. Alright, opponent, go ahead. Here's all the O stones. Fate counters on everything. Rising Canopy, that's a pretty good one. Yep. Alright, let's see if they held a land in their hand, or if we're going to get to resolve a spell. Ugin? Do we wait long enough? Is it finally going to happen? Ah, no, they did save a land. That's fine. That's fair. Yep. Alright, so we're going to start putting fate counters on our Earth Stones. Great, I'm going to have a ton floating. And I'm going to have them on a loss warning. Yep. Sweet, that's a pretty good one. We're just going to go ahead and pass the turn here. Since the opponent has no action going on yet. If the opponent just wants to bolt us end a turn, that's fine. But now we're looking to get to 2 spell territory. Galactique, yeah, sure, whatever. End step. Let's go ahead and take Galactique off the board. Hope to draw into a second spell to pair with this Karn. Yes, yes, that is a second spell the opponent will probably let even resolve. Alright, let's go get Sanctum of Ugin. Sanctum of Ugin, baby. Let's go ahead and cast this card. Trigger. We're going to go ahead and get Ulamog. Yes. Ulamog. Does Karn resolve? Didn't think so. Yeah. All the strokes, but that's fine. Opponent's about to lose both of their blue sources, which is going to make it a little difficult for them to be able to continue stroking us. Alright, Gilded Goose is a little annoying there. And we got there. Alright, let's draw a card to see where we would have gone. Okay, we Blast Zone away the Gilded Goose with Sylvan Scrying and then cast Ulamog, take away both their blue sources. Seems pretty good. Also, it's possible they just don't have a land in hand to be able to counter this Ulamog after we put so much pressure on them. So that's how you're able to beat a deck that has a lot of counterspells. We got Disdainful Stroked a lot, and we still managed to beat them at some. So thank you so much for tuning in to Lucksack Games, everyone. Alex here with Lucksack Games, reminding you to follow us on Twitter, subscribe for more content. It's a huge support to the channel. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alex with Lucksack Games, wishing you an awesome day.